Today, incoming border czar Tom Homan met with New York City Mayor Eric Adams. After the meeting, the mayor held a press conference stating the purpose of the meeting, which was to strategize how to best implement incoming President Trump's immigration policies. New York is, of course, the nation's largest sanctuary city, and now Mayor Adams says New York will not be a safe haven for repeat violent criminals. President-elect Trump's border czar Tom Homan joins me on the phone. Nice to see you, Tom. And was this the first time you ever discussed illegal immigration with the mayor?
Yes, it was.
What do you think?
I thought it was a great meeting, very productive meeting. The mayor understands that New York City has a public safety issue. He's got a lot of illegal aliens that have committed crimes in the city, and he wants to work with me to remove those public safety threats. He also wants to work with me to find we've got over 300,000 missing children that were trafficked into this country that this administration cannot find. So he's going to also help me on this human trafficking front. So when it comes to criminal aliens and human trafficking, he's with me.
Has he always been this way on this topic, or is this post-election when he sees a new administration, a new president coming in?
What I saw today is a career cop. He spent years as a police officer in New York. And I think, all the mismessaging being done by the left that, we're going to deport U.S. citizen families, we're going to denaturalize people, we're going to do all these terrible things. When I got down to Sitland today and told them, look, the president's been clear and I've been clear. We're going to concentrate on public safety threats and national security threats right out of the gate. That's what we're concentrating on in the beginning. And I explained to them how we do business, how we conduct these operations in a well-targeted, well-thought-out operation. Everybody we arrest, we know who we're going to arrest. There's an operational plan. We know where we're going to arrest that person. It's not neighborhood sweeps. It's not the military driving through the neighborhoods. None of that garbage you read from the left. So after I explained to him how we do operations, he agreed that, look, him as the mayor of the city, his number of responsibilities is the public safety of this community. And if he can help me do that, and I can help him do that, then we should be partners in that.
Well, the discussion has been deporting those who commit violent crimes, but the problem is you want to deport them before they commit violent crimes, or if they do commit violent crimes, you don't want to sort of reward them by putting them on a plane to go home without being punished. So it's sort of an awkward situation. I mean, how do you identify those who are likely to commit violent crimes and not reward them by just giving them a ride home?
Well, look, we also had that discussion, too, about if they've been arrested for violent crime, and once we identify them, if they release them, we'll take them into custody. However, we also talked about if they really want to prosecute them, then we'll put them back in custody of the law enforcement agency to be prosecuted. So we had that discussion. We're going to look for those people that have been arrested by law enforcement in this city, and rather than release them into the community, give them to us to handle. And, if they want to continue the prosecution, we're working on that. But sometimes they don't want to continue with the prosecution. It's much easier to remove the guy if he has got a nonviolent crime. So we'll work through those issues. As a matter of fact, we committed to continue to work on the details how we're going to do this. But today was a good day. Today we got the biggest sanctuary city in New York City, the mayor, come to the table and want to help stop releasing public safety threats into the community if they're here illegally. And he's committed to doing that. Today was a good day.
All right, good day today. That's congratulations. But it's mid-December. Is the Biden administration helping you now? I realize that President Trump doesn't become president until the 20th of January, but there's a long gap between now and January 20th. Have you talked to the Biden administration? Is the Biden administration on board to helping you or not? I mean, in the immediate right now?
Of course you're not. If you look at what the Biden administration has done, I looked at the data just the other day. The deportation of criminal aliens has decreased 74% under this administration. And because they're simply they're not enforcing immigration law. So not only have we got to look for all those people they should have deported in the last 4 years, we got to look at all the people that come across the border since then. The Biden administration has no interest in this at all. And that's why President Trump is committed to doing this. And day one of his administration, we're going to run a deportation operation. We're going to secure the border, and we'll start looking for these missing children.
All right, when you say you're going to run a deportation operation, I know that we've spoken before. We've been on the set with me before. You can't tell me exactly, but can you give me sort of a vague outline? January 20th, day one. What's your day going to be?
It was released today. A couple of things. Number one, we know we got at least 700,000 documented illegal aliens in this country who's been convicted of a crime that are walking the streets. We're going to look for those folks. Also, it's released today by Bill Malusian that the latest data from ICE is you got 1.6 million, just shy of 1.6 million illegal aliens in this country who had due process at great taxpayer expense and was ordered removed by a federal judge and have not left. We'll also look at them as soon as we finish with the criminals. We look for those folks too. There's plenty out there to find, and people can't expect to give these people due process at great taxpayer expense. A federal judge orders them removed. We got to remove them, because if we don't, you might as well just shut down the immigration court and take the border patrol off the border, because there's no consequences to enter this country legally anymore.
Tom Homan, thank you, sir. Our soon-to-be border czar after the 20th of January. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.